Chapter 5, Up in Flames. In the middle of the dance floor, the tip of a knife presses on the small of your back. Easy now, let's not do anything drastic. Olivia Navrakis, Duchess of Lyco, steps into view, flashing a gleaming stiletto knife before stashing it in the folds of her dress. That was just to get your attention. Drastic would be me blowing your cover right now. Oh, what do you want? A conversation with my cousin in private. Glance around for Tristan, but he's nowhere to be seen. Feeling distinctively out of your element, you swallow hard and follow Olivia off the dance floor. As Olivia leads you out a side door, your earpiece crackles and Luke's voice comes from. Chloe, are you okay? Do we need to do something? No, I've got this. I can hear you muttering back there. I assume you're talking to the backup in the van outside. I don't... Spare me, I know an undercover operation when I see one. What I'd like to know is who are you, why you're posing as nobility from my duchy on the arm of Tristan Bloody Thorn. Start talking. This is all misunderstanding. My real name is Chloe Rose, and I'm here investigating a murder. I'm guessing the victim might be that Sonja person you've been asking about all night. How long have you been tailing me? From the second I heard you drop my duchy's name at the door. I did that because a woman is dead, and we needed a plausible reason that I'd be here with Tristan. As for stepping on your country's toes, that's just bad luck. I don't think Tristan knew you'd be here tonight. Sorry for the hassle. She eyes you up and down, still on guard. Give me one reason. I should believe you. You take a deep breath, and that's when you finally register the red flower hairpin she's wearing. Well, for starters, if that flower is what I think it is, then I think you actually know why you're here. Excuse me. You're here because you're meeting a contact? Are you CIA or something? Oh, Margaret Thorne sent us Tristan's here as her substitute. We didn't know who we were meeting. Oh, well, that explains the poor choice of a cover story. Next time tell him to go with someone from Fidelia. Olivia visibly relaxes, eyeing you now with more curiosity than anger. And you're really here trying to solve a murder? Yep, I'm a private detective. Tristan hired me because the victim was a friend. We think the killer's someone here. Well, I suppose your secret's safe with me, as long as you can provide me the same discretion. Easy enough. I barely know anything about you. Oh, I know tons. Though I am curious, why is the Duchess personally coordinating dead drops at a gala in upstate New York? Is this part where you cunningly interrogate me like you have every other rube at this party? No, your name's not on my suspect list. Now I'm insulted. Though, to answer your question, some tasks are important enough to require my presence, like meeting potential allies. Allies like exiled Dracovian prince and his sister? Possibly, though right now I'm considering making the acquaintance of a detective. Care to join me for a stroll? I should probably get back to Tristan. We received sort of a time-sensitive note right before you pulled me away. My associate pulled Tristan aside after I apprehended you. He should be here shortly, but you can waste time wandering around on your own if you'd like. Why does this feel like a trap? Because you're clever and I'm dangerous, which is also why I could be a useful contact for you. Yeah, how's that? Well, hypothetically, I could share what information Cordonia has on Tristan and the unfortunate incident in his past. That is, if something like that would interest you. Diamond choice. Go for a walk with Olivia. You make some good points, and I'm guessing it might be wiser to give in if you're pushing this path. See, I knew you were clever this way. You follow Olivia around the backside of the building to a moonlit garden courtyard. Oh, this place is excessive. I think a duchy would appreciate a little excess. Are you kidding me? These American mansions have so many useless rooms and hallways, it's ridiculous. I agree with that. I take it mansions in Lycos don't. Maybe in the rest of Cordonia, but in my duchy, no. Our architects keep things elegant, neoclassical ornamentation on the surface. Icy brutalism underneath. That sounds like a self-description. You catch on quick. I can see we people balked at your nobility. Can I ask a question? What is it with all the royal monarchy stuff? A week ago, I barely even knew there was still a prince and duchesses, and now they're popping out of the woodwork left and right. You sound like someone else I know. I assume you're not from the upper crust around here. I live above a bar. Yeah, you can rest assured, we've been here the whole time. You've been inducted into our world, not the other way around. Speaking of which, perhaps you could do me a favor of lending your perspective as a New Yorker. On what? I'm trying to get a feel for your Mayor Brigham. What do you think of him? Like his politics, or... Just give me a gut-level impression. Is he someone Cordonia could trust? Your mind suddenly flashes back to the mayor's moans, tangled with Bethany's in the upstairs bathroom. You grimace. Mayor Brigham... He's a scumbag. The guy drips sleaze. I'd steer clear of him if I were you. A straight shooter. How refreshing. I'll keep that in mind. As you continue through the garden, Olivia stops to examine a lily, brushing her fingers along the delicate petals as she stoops to sniff. Hey, guess what? This is the most we've seen of Olivia through the whole entire last book of the royal garbage, okay? I say that because they literally just cut Olivia out of our lives. I suppose it's my turn now. I promised you information about Tristan, didn't I? You did, and I'm listening. What do you know about what happened to Tristan's fiancée, Juliana? Only a little. When she disappeared and Tristan was the last to see her alive, Dracovia considered it an open and shut case. And you agree with them? Cordonia doesn't take most news out of Dracovia at face value. We looked into it ourselves. Why? We like to keep tabs on potential threats to the royal families. Politics can be exciting in little monarchies like ours. Meaning... blackmail, kidnapping, secret heirs, revenge plots, you name it. The real life of a royal makes the crown look dull. I simply know Cordonia offered to help look into the case, but Dracovia authorities flatly rejected it. Yeah, it sounds like a political cover-up to me. She gives a mild shrug. My sources say the case was taken out of the hands of a local police, directed by the Dracovian intelligence at the highest levels, and done fast. With Tristan being a sole victim. It's neat, tidy, precisely what I would do if I were covering something nasty up. She lets out a sigh. Juliana was many things, but she didn't deserve this. Did you know her? We went to finishing school together, practically ran the place together. The fact that they managed to erase her from history so thoroughly, it's infuriating. Juliana... When was the last time you saw her? Years ago. Must have been her engagement party. We kept in touch, but not that much. The Dracovian royal family is very protective of those involved with them, especially outsiders. And the reason you and Juliana lost touch? Hard to say. Relationships change over time, particularly ones between Cordonians and Dracovians. This is the first time really hearing about Dracovia and Cordonia in the same room. What's your personal impression of the case? Gut level. Personally, I think the whole thing reeks. But you're not saying you think Tristan's guilty. Guilt is subjective. Meaning... Do I think he murdered Juliana? No. Do I think his country railroaded him? Probably. As for the details... She shrugs. But I'll say this. If someone smart enough were to go fishing in those particular waters, something tells me they'd catch a few surprises. Olivia eyes you with a knowing glint. Well, maybe I'll look into that. I think you and I are going to get along very well. Well, maybe we can go fishing sometime. Ha! I'll bring the harpoon. Though I am curious why Juliana's case piqued your interest. I'm working closely with him, but he plays his black background pretty close to the chest. I don't want to step on any landmines. I see, so your interest is strictly professional then, not even a little bit personal. Well, Tristan is interesting. That's one way to put it. He's annoying, arrogant, and possibly impossible to deal with. But there's something about him on an intensity that comes out every now and again. Almost like the playful, flirty image is a facade, and there's something very different underneath, something darker. Well, I can see why you're a detective. You're remarkably perceptive. She yawns, stretches suddenly, and continuing down the path. This has been lovely, but I should get you to your partner. Other covert exchanges to attend to? Something like that, but since we're on the subject... She fishes in her hand back and pulls out an SD card. Give this to Margaret for me, will you? And tell her Agent Scarlet says hello. Sure, can do. As you take the card from Olivia, she holds onto your hand for a moment, looking you dead in the eyes. Just a warning, Detective. Be careful poking into the affairs of the kinds of people at this party. Not everyone will be as nice as me. And you're nice. You grab the SD card just in time to spot Tristan approaching. Olivia Nabragas, I should have known you were behind the little cloak and dagger rack in the ballroom. Nice to see you again too, Tristan. Where's the man I sent to fetch you? Taking a little nap in a parking lot. Now step away from my date. Oh, relax, we're just talking. Besides, Chloe and I, well, Chloe can take care of herself. You told her your name? I didn't have a choice. A little tip, next time you want to invite a noble identity, or invent one, check the guest list. Thank you for the unsolicited advice. Tristan, it's alright. Olivia's the contact Margaret wanted us to meet. What? Since when do you trade secrets with my sister? What do you mean? Our countries have been having a back channel open for years. Unless... Oh dear, you really are out of the loop, aren't you? Tristan sighs, pinching the bridge of his nose. Look, can you just give us whatever trinket we're supposed to collect from you? I don't have time to spar with you tonight. I already did. Do try and keep up. Olivia flashes a smirk, then turns on her heel to return to the party. Tristan turns to you confused. Here, she gave me this. You toss Tristan the SD card. Wait, you already completed the handoff? How did you hold your own against with Olivia Nabragas? I guess probably because, I'm just that good. Facing off against me, she didn't have much of a choice but to give me what I was after. Olivia's always got a choice. It's called sarcasm, Tristan. Really? What if I busted out my taser? Oh, believe me, you wouldn't be the first armed assailant that's fought on a ballroom floor. Tristan pockets the SD card, shaking his head in amusement. Well, at least one of us has been productive. No luck chasing down whoever handed you that note. I lost them in the crowd. Well, it's 11:37 now. We should head to the Rockefeller room. We don't want to be late. You and Tristan make your way upstairs, scanning the placards on the wall outside of each room. Vanderbilt Parlor, Blake Library. Dear Lord, what are all these rooms even for? You're the rich prince. You tell me. Well, if this were a Dracovian baron's home, there would be a torture chamber. This would be for beheadings. Tristan points to a scratched placard outside of a door that reads Rockefeller Room. This would be the secret meeting room. Enter the cozy reading room filled with books, a fire already going. Charming. So, shall we hide in a closet or something? You know this isn't an Agatha Christie novel, right? Oh, please don't pretend you're not enjoying the prospect of a mysterious midnight rendezvous, at least a little bit. Honestly, maybe a little bit. It's certainly more exciting than tailing cheap husbands to strip clubs. How often does that happen? Enough to pay the bills. Sadly, I can't promise you any gyrating hips, just swinging tassels here. I'll hold you to that. Tristan checks his watch. I hate just waiting like this. Yeah, reminds me of a stakeout. The anticipation is honestly the worst. You could always try the Ruby method of dealing with boredom at parties. Snoop in the host stuff. Remind me never to invite you over. Says the hacker. This is true. Now that's an interesting idea. We could do a little investigating. You think there's something worth finding here? Well, only one way to find out. Whoever is our mystery informant is, they picked this room for a reason. It could be something relevant to the case hidden on these shelves. Poking around the governor's mansion with you. Sounds like fun. You're not here to have fun, you know. I bet I find a clue before you do. You are an actual 5-year-old. I'm sorry, can you repeat that? All I heard was chicken noises. Diamond choice. Investigate the library. You know what? You're on. Let's see what the governor's mansion has to offer. Alright then, impress me. How would you investigate a library with so many books for connections to your case? Let's start by... separating the irrelevant info. Most of what's in here isn't direct evidence. The first step is filtering out the noise, so you have a chance to, well, catching the signal. If it was a collection in some suspect's basement, I'd start sorting by subject. Fundamentally, it's not. It's a library. You'd have a reference number on the end of a shelf. I see Mr. Melville Dewey's already done our work for us. Bingo. Which means we can ignore about 95% of the books in here. Skip straight to the shelf where they keep the books on the weird cults. Oh, well, are we terribly clever? You and Tristan wander the shelves from opposite sides following the shelf numbers. Alright, let's see. Comparative religions in the upper 200s. If I'm right, paranormal and occult societies would be in the 130s there. So, when are you such an expert? I practically lived in the Palace Library growing up. So you were a little bookworm, Prince? Did you have a kindly librarian mentor? Hardly. Our head librarian was more the grouchy, knuckle-rapping type. A real Dracovian fairy tale, then. Trust me, you wouldn't like our fairy tales. The witches prosper, the wolves win. No, I would actually like those fairy tales. Those actually sound really nice. He gives a tiny sigh and then mutters something under his breath. And no one ever gets a happy ending. Hey, your story's not over yet. No, I suppose not. The two of you head over to the occult section Tristan's located. A single column shelves packed to the bursting with old volumes. I'll take the bottom, you take the top. But don't even have to try with that one. Tristan stares at you with an amused smirk. Oh, come on, that's just immature. You said it, not me. I mean, he's right. You scan through the books on the shelf. Which book do you pick? The one with the 3 symbols that's relevant to our case, but also this one kind of has the same, but I'm gonna go with that one. Hang on, I think I found something. Tribes of Old Gull. What does it have to do with Sanja? Ignore the title. Didn't you recognize the symbol on the cover? Her tattoo in the crime scene. And the painting in her studio. You lean against the shelf, scanning the pages as Tristan cranes his head over the top, reading upside down. Oh, come on, there has to be something about the symbol in here. Wait, there. Go back. You flip a few pages back and find a copy of the symbol next to a small blurb of text. The symbol, which appears to depict 3 arrows, was found on the shard of earthenware pottery at the German dig site 1937, Blake et al. While its meaning is unclear, is believed to be mystical or religious in nature, originating from a tribe of hunters from the pre-Roman Gaul. Bogus. Huh? Username we got from the bird. The buyer purchased a bulk batch of Nova Glitterol. Didn't Ruby say that was Gaulish too? Actually, she said it was the name of the Gaulish god, a hunting god. Tristan share an ominous look. You pull out your phone and snap a few pictures of the relevant pages. These should come in handy later. Reach for the heavy tome, just as Tristan does. Your hands touch, and you can't help but notice the warmth of his skin against yours. Your eyes meet, remaining there for a lingering moment before... Sorry, No, it's my fault. Please, go ahead. You take a large step back and let Tristan return the book for the shelf. You clear your throat, forcing yourself past the moment. So I managed to impress you with the awesome investigatory skills yet? You didn't have to impress me, I already knew I was working with the best. Is that some Dracovian sarcasm I detect? For once, no, I mean it. You look at him a little suspicious. Thanks, Tristan. Now what's the catch? Does there have to be a catch? With you? Always. He sighs. Look, my experience with law enforcement as well as private investigators has been far from ideal. Meeting someone in the profession who genuinely cares about doing the right thing, about justice, that's a first, and it means a lot. He forces a smile, flickers away for a moment, his eyes going distant. You know, if you ever want to talk about him, maybe another time, I'll be there. I appreciate that, truly. You, Tristan, share a lingering look between the two of you, and you tear your gaze away towards the closed door. Shouldn't whoever we're meeting with be here by now? What time is it? 12:05, our confidant is running late. Are you sure we have the right room? Yes, it says Rockefeller room, right here on the... Tristan pats his pockets, a look of growing concern on his face. The note, it's gone. Something's not right. You think they stood us up? Or someone got to them before we did. The gnawing dread grips your stomach as you hurry for the door. You burst in the hallway, your heart pounding. Double-check the room label. You whip towards the placard on the wall. It's got a deep scratch. It doesn't extend to the frame, but matches a couch in the frame on the next door. Damn it, I knew something was off. What is it? They switched the placards. Someone switched the room labels. We were in the wrong room all along. You lunge for the door with a real Rockefeller room, but find it locked. Scuffling sounds echo from inside. We have to get in there. Move out of the way, I can pick the lock. Tristan, there's no time, I'm kicking it in. Grip the door frame, rear your leg back. The frame splinters with a resounding crack as you burst into the room. Sadness. No. There, lying on the ground, is Bethany Delgado, and a massive pool of blood is spreading from beneath her chest. And standing over her is... Oh, shit. Yeah, I have no time for this shit. Before the killer has time to react, you sprint straight at him. What the... You slam your knee into his stomach. He doubles over and plows into you with like a linebacker, slamming you into the wall with one hand around your throat. Hey, Tristan. Now would be a really nice time to help. No, you don't. Before he can do anything with it, Tristan grabs his wrists from behind and twists it sharply back. The killer screams, yanking his injured arm away, then backhands Tristan to the floor. As you both struggle to your feet, the killer grabs something off the ground near the body and bolts out the door. Come on, don't let him get away. And so begins the chase. Outside, you burst through the doorway, just in time to see the figure whirl around at the end of the hall. This isn't right, you weren't supposed to be here. Well, sorry to disappoint. Now, get your ass on the floor. The killer's body tenses, mask squibbling around as they search for the next best exit. You notice a small earthenware jar under one arm. You're too late. You can't stop me. No one can stop what's coming. Clearly you don't know me very well. The masked figure takes off running, and you and Tristan race after him in hot pursuit. You round the corner a few feet ahead of Tristan. Down the hall, the killer topples a statue in your path. Look out! I'm gonna jump. You hurl over the statue, effortlessly. You're gonna have to do better than that. You're hot on the killer's heels as he bursts through a set of double doors, heading towards the ballroom. You yell into your earpiece. Luke, Ruby, the killer's here. He's headed through the party. Oh my god, what? What? This is really counterproductive. Tell me what to do. Luke. Seal the ballroom exits. We're on it. Well, they do have that security crowd. You burst on the second floor of the ballroom, stopping at the railway with Tristan to scan the crowded floor below. Where did he go? You spot a patch of commotion towards the center of the dance floor. Someone stumbles through the crowd. Oof, watch where you're going. Eleanor. Move it. Excuse me. Are you with the entertainment? I want to speak with your manager. Hey! There he is. Near the main doors, you spot your team. Luke holds a taser, and Ruby brandishes some pepper spray. This is exactly happening. This is a thing we're doing. You bark in your earpiece. Tristan, I will flank him on the either side. If he charges you, be ready. The guy's a machine. He's not getting past us. Listen, anything could get past you, too. You race down the stairs, across the dance floor, as the killer heads for the doors. But draws up a short at the side of Luke and Ruby. Luby. Oh my god! Stop right there. He whips around to find you and Tristan flanking him from behind. You're surrounded. Don't do anything stupid. I'm not afraid of you. I will ascend. I am the chosen. He bolts for the bar. Damn it. Before you can get there, he grabs a bottle off the counter and pulls something from his pocket. What the? You see the flash of a lighter. Get down! With a crash of exploding glass, a roar of fire roars to life behind the bar. Screams echo around you. Fire! Oh my god! Everyone, get to the doors! Instantly, the party becomes a stampede. You lose sight of Tristan in the crowd, but spot a killer heading towards the kitchens. Oh, no you don't. Oh, you fight through the rush of oncoming bodies surging after the killer as he pushes through a doorway ahead of you. But as you cross the threshold, something swings at your head. Huh. You duck as the killer swings a fire extinguisher at your face with both hands and misses. Bad move. Because I'm going to take that fire extinguisher and I'm going to shove it up your ass. You ram him against the wall with your forearm. Hands behind your back. Lend me your strength. Before you know what's happening, the killer twists out of your grasp and slams your head against a metal rack. Your head throbs, your vision goes blurry, the killer stands over you and you try to muster the strength to stop him. I told you, you can't stop me, my work is almost complete. Get back here. The killer turns and heads for the door, disappearing into the darkness outside. You stagger out in the night after him, your vision starting to clear. But he's already gone. Damn it. A commotion nearby draws you towards the main entrance. Outside the front doors, frantic reporters and partygoers gather, watching the flames billowing behind the windows. Is everyone okay? I think I inhaled some smoke. Where are the paramedics? My god, what a nightmare. Well, that's one way to spice up a party. Clutching your head, you stumble forward towards the throng and right into the arms of Tristan. Chloe, thank God you're okay. What happened to you, to your head? Killer got away. I had a feeling you'd say that. Across the lawn, Ruth Irvison is arguing with Ruby. Don't just stand there, do something! The fire department is on the way. And by the time they get here, it could be too late. The ice sculpture cost me $6,000. Lady, are you nuts? They'll be lucky if they can save that house. Oh my god, this is a disaster. Glance towards the burning house. Panic grips you as you realize what's about to be lost. Tristan, we have to... There's no way you can stop the fire. Rescue the evidence. You take a step towards the house, but Tristan grabs your arm. You can't go back in there. I have to. If we don't get the body out, all the evidence will be lost forever. Chloe, that house is an inferno. I want to solve this as much as you do, but you can't. Tristan looks around, eyes flicking through the crowd. Wait a minute. Where's Nick? Nick Bastion. He just ran back in a minute ago. What? Why? He said there was someone still in there. I'm gonna kill him, Chloe. Wait here. Like hell I will. You're injured. This isn't up for debate. With a growl, Tristan turns and runs up the stairs, diving into the flames. Tristan! Follow Tristan in the fire, Diamond choice. Go after Tristan. I'm going after him. As you head for the door, Luke and Ruby spot you. Hey, you can't go back in there. I have to save Tristan. If something happened to him on my watch... You shake your head. You're not gonna stop me. Just keep these people back. Hang on, I'll come with you. No, you absolutely will not. Second, and if you try to, I'll hold you back myself. But before you can dash off into the flames, Luke grabs you by the arm, his expression serious. You'd better come back, Rose. If I don't, you can drag me out yourself. Inside, the ballroom is a blazing inferno. Tristan is frantically dialing Nick's number on his phone. His eyes widen when he sees you. Chloe, you shouldn't be here. Neither should you, and neither of us have time for this discussion. Now shut up and let's find Nick. Alright then. He puts his phone on speaker, knuckles turning white as it rings and rings. Come on, Nick, pick up. Hello? Nick, where are you? Second floor somewhere. I'm stuck. Some kind of library. Can't see. Call disconnects. A library. That's the room we were in. What the hell is he doing there? I'm not sure. You see uncertainty on Tristan's face as the two of you hurry up the stairs. The dark clouds cling to the ceiling as you race to the second floor hallway. Nick, if you can hear us, yell out. In here! This way. Navigate through the smoke and flames to the library. You find Nick, legs pinned under a bookshelf, face red with effort as he struggles to get free. Oh, thank God, I thought I was going to die in here. Not today. Tristan, help me lift this. Right. We can interrogate him later. You and Tristan grab the bookshelf, straining to pull Nick free. Since when do you rush into a burning buildings anyway? I was trying to find a way out. I got lost. Under a bookshelf? Will you just help me? I think my ankle's broken. Tristan rams his shoulder under the wood frame, pushing it with all of his strength. Nick wriggles one leg out, nearly free. I've got this. Go! Are you sure? Tristan glances towards Nick, uncertain, then back at you, eyes hard. We can't lose what's in the next room. I'll be fine. We'll meet you at the stairs. Make sure you do. The smoke is thickening in the hall as you race into the next room, shutting the door behind you. Bethany's body is still laying on the floor beneath the door. You see the orange glow from the hall, the flames getting closer. You race to her side, grunting as you try to haul her off the floor, but the body is too heavy and slick with blood. I can't do this alone. You drop the body, fumble with your phone, snapping as many pictures as you can. This will have to do. Scan the room for anything else that might help. You have to squint against the thickening smoke to spot the knife on the floor. You'd better have some fingerprints for me after all this. You tear a page from a random book and use it to keep your fingerprints off the weapon. You obtained the murder weapon! As you pick up the weapon, Flames begin to lick at the walls. Crap, I'm out of time. You start towards the door, then stop and take one last look at Bethany's lifeless form. I'll make sure the killer pays. I'll catch this guy, even if it's the last thing I do. Hurry on as Bethany's face disappears into the smoke. Seconds later, you reach the railing on the second floor of the ballroom. Tristan is trying to help Nick limp towards the doors below. Chloe, where are you? I'm here. Let's go. But before you can reach them, a flaming beam cracks and splints from the ceiling. Look out! Crash. Nick and Tristan leap out of the way, tumbling to the floor below. The beam crashes down in front of you, blocking your path down the stairs. Chloe! I'll find another way, just go. It's when you just dive through the fire. The hell with that! Tristan shoves Nick towards the doors and doubles back for you. Will you stop being so damn heroic? Quit flirting with me and jump. It's too far. I'll catch you. Take a few steps back to get a running start. Here goes nothing. You jump forward, leaping through the flames, licking the beam below. See, I told you to jump. Into Tristan's waiting arms. Told you I'd catch you. How about we save the gloating for somewhere that's not on fire? Say no more. Scooping your legs up with his other arm, Tristan heads for the door. Moments later, Tristan carries you over the threshold into the barrage of flashing camera bulbs. Here they come. Oh, is that the prince? Oh my god, are we getting this shot? Somebody tell me we're getting this! Oh no. You, Luke, and Ruby help you away from the doors and the reporters. I was this close to having a full-on panic attack. Chloe's alright. We're both alright. I will be once you put me down. Oh, right. Tristan places you back on your feet, and you give him a grateful smile, then turn to Ruby. Ruby, get this knife to the van and the evidence bag. I have some pictures for you later, too. Oh, whoa, yeah, yes, okay. Luke, keep these reporters back until the local cops show up. Got it, detective. Luke and Ruby break off, leaving you and Tristan alone once more in the cool autumn night. Any orders from me? Yeah. Hey, get me to that patch of grass over there before my legs give out. Didn't you just literally tell him to put you down? You collapse together into a heap. Soon, fire engines scream up to the blazing mansion. News crews film the feverish excitement as firefighters blast the house with high-powered hoses. Barry, over here! We got one of the burning banners over the door! Quick, before they put it out! Oh, please don't take pictures of that. How did this happen? Who's in charge around here? Tristan fixes you with a tired look. Well, Chloe, do you think the media is still keeping Sanja's case quiet? Section of the house collapses, spraying sparks into the night, as the second floor goes up in flames, and the next victim with it. I think we're all about to be front page news. And with that, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Head down to the description below, links to social media, Discord if you'd like to support me and my content. Without further ado, and make sure to smash that subscribe button and the like button. Be greatly appreciated. And yeah, see you guys later. Unless you guys ever want to tune in to, you know, my Twitch streams and hang out with me there, where I do a lot of other content besides choices. Thanks for watching. Peace out.